Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. I'm going to make some more potions. And then, for this episode, I think I'm going to finally go and explore the Blood Lake. Because while I was contemplating speaking to the quartermaster and finally demanding to see the captain, here's the thing. This episode is going to go up on Sunday, and typically videos don't get a lot of views if they get uploaded at the weekends, so I'm better off saving this for Tuesday's video. And I've been meaning to do the Blood Lake for a long time anyway, so might as well get on with it. Again, I'm aiming for a consistent potion quality. Getting a lot of +2s here. Let's make a couple of... just one then. So that needs roses. Well, we can pick some more when we're out in the wilderness. I mean, 51.6% chance of a +3. We're rolling a lot of +2s and not very many +4s at the moment. So we'd ideally like to get that 35.4 down a bit through experience and crafting. It's now 32.6, so from 35.4, that's a significant decrease. And we may now begin to get... The thing is, that hasn't gone up from a 51 point whatever it was very much, even though that's gone down by 2.7%, because this has also increased, right? But if we can begin to craft +3s more consistently, that means we can, you know... so that's +3, we've got loads of those. Do we have any... Oh, wow. Wait. Going somewhere very dangerous, that's not a good idea. We'll go for +2s, even though they're less powerful, because there are 5 instead of 3. And we can hopefully use those up. We are 1 armor part away, but we're also a significant number of upgrades away from having a similar amount of protection to before. Our armor level is lower. We're on a different synergy. We're now on a sort of race down to deplete our stamina, which will be recovering at a shockingly swift rate anyway, but whenever it is low, then our critical hit chance spikes, restoring our stamina. So essentially, while the night set was about always having stamina by having large amounts of stamina and heavily reduced stamina costs for everything, this set is about a sort of stamina juggle with a very rapid recovery rate, so a lower stamina total but a higher recovery rate. And that reminds me, I should try upgrade that sword at some point as well and qualify for it. So while I would absolutely like to finally see the captain, I have unfinished business in the shape of an unexplored dangerous location, and we should see the panels pop in on the wall there any moment. There we go. This usually means the game is almost fully loaded. So I've got 2 quests in the north and the Blood Lake. I'd like to tidy up some, if not all of those, before going to see the captain. And the thing is, going to see the captain might give me a good reason to go into the chapel in the northeast, Like, he might say he'll only give me permission to go near Excalibur if I go and do the thing there, right? The temple that I want to enter anyway. And currently my justification for doing so is fairly flimsy. Speaking of which, there should be a corpse gobbler to batter right around here. There we go. Let's get our sword out to practice on the walking corpses here who have not been eaten by the corpse eater. Oops, missed him. Okay. Really? I've misjudged the reach on that, haven't I? There we go. Now, at one point in early access, fresh undead would be walking out of this pond at a fairly alarming rate, rapidly replenishing their numbers. For now, though, this is going to be pretty disgusting. I want to make one thing clear. If we swim up to the statue, and I think possibly round to the back of it, and pray to the statue, we gain a copy of the Lifestealer Blood Drinker spell, which we've had, Blood Transfusion, which we've had since the very beginning of the game. I don't think we get anything else out of it. We don't need another one particularly. But more importantly, somewhere around here, I believe it's over there on that side, is an underwater doorway. Well, I mean, under blood. And I don't have my diving gear on. Actually, I believe it may be above the level of the blood. Nope. Okay. Just need to resurface for air occasionally, and because this is absolutely revolting. Ah, there we are. Down here there is a wooden door, which has somehow managed to keep all the blood out. Now, we remember tales of a druid who was drowned in this lake, and the water has been blood red ever since. Or literally, has been blood. Blood stains the circle. That can't be good. Hello? Oh, no! Quirko, you're under the surface. I probably am too. Let's see what disturbing thing we got into. What out-of-character information we should not have yet. I have discovered a passage to a mysterious place in a lake filled with blood. I wonder what lies ahead. To learn more about this place, I must press forward, and it probably won't be good. That's a lot of animals. This does not bode well. It is ominous. It's been flayed at the back. And a lot of flesh is missing from the lower stomach. But this is... Yep, this one's been... Oh, they've been blood-eagled. These should be the lungs spread out at the back, right? Because for the blood eagle, it's a Viking sacrifice. You would sever the ribs from the spine on both sides and open them and lay the lungs out on the ribs like wings. So the lungs shouldn't be behind the ribs because the ribs are outside the lungs, so they go on top. The theory being that the man's or woman's soul would fly up like an eagle to Odin, and the lungs would be spread out like wings to, yeah, revolting stuff. It was fairly rare and uncommon. Not a very common sacrifice at all. it is historically documented, but very rare. There's a lot of swords sticking out of the pools of gore. And there's a figure standing here in front of a large door. Now, as I mentioned, I have accidentally seen a few seconds of someone come into this area and speak with this figure. And interestingly, I believe this figure is called Mallory, as in Sir Thomas Mallory, who wrote Le Mort d'Arthur when he was in prison for raping a woman. Yeah, he was in prison long enough to write it all down. Anyway, as soon as they got into speaking to this creature, I stopped watching. Interestingly, old rumours seem to indicate that the Queen Bee was down here, underneath the Blood Lake. But people may have just been mixing things up, or maybe she was at some point. Anyway, let's see what takes place. Mallory indeed, huh? No lips. They appear to have been removed rather than just shrivel away, although the teeth do protrude out through where the lips would have been anyway. Although if it's all constricted and shrunken in, it's pretty nasty.
You shouldn't be here. This is no place for the living. Poor sod. I pity you.
Who are you?
I think my name was Mallory. I wandered in search of meaning, until one night, a very special dream came to me.
Backwards belt buckle of doom.
Dream, a beautiful, towering flower whispered to me, "You will find me, if you want me, in the garden." And so, I resolved to seek that place. This is what I found, from the rain to the gutter.
I must say, this here is looking very Kingdom Death. Also, the backwards belt buckle should not be allowed to continue existing. It is an abomination to all common sense and logic. Because it literally doesn't work. Literally, the whole thing about a belt buckle is that the belt is trying to pull itself open. This won't hold anything shut. Okay, this metal bar through the middle, which stops here, it's just going to get pulled open. What it needs to do is rest on that side of the belt, which will then give resistance as it's being pulled this way. That's literally how a buckle works. I mean, it's not that complicated. I don't know why so many people got this wrong after Todd fucking Lockwood did so much artwork for 3rd edition AD&D, and then dickheads suddenly forgot how belt buckles worked. But he definitely seems to be a root common cause. You found the garden.
I suppose it's what lies beyond those ever-watching, ever-listening doors. They wait for our next move. Soon, it will all be decided. When we finish our little conversation, all will be set in motion.
Is he trying for a blood sacrifice? If that's a threat, I'm not intimidated. It requires 10 strength. You speak as if there's some greater plan behind it all. Requires 10 spirituality or more. Well, I don't have either of those. What does that mean?
That's a good question, but I do not know the answer. I've grown weary of seeking it. Too much time spent in a loop of nasty thoughts.
What is this place?
You should not ask me. The Druids created this place. They called it the Hall of Trials.
Oh no.
As they sought to find a worthy pet for themselves. We all wanted to see the garden, to learn something from those cunning vermin. I doubt they expected such an outcome themselves.
Why don't you just leave?
I cannot. I am bound to it for eternity.
I think I said this already, that's looking very Kingdom Death. What exactly happened here?
The slaughter has come to pass. A foul affair. Brutal beyond measure. Many lives reduced to one. Just me, all on my lonesome. Humans have a rather dreadful tendency to descend into madness, especially when forced to live among others in a cage like that one.
Sorry, all I can think about is something on the forums about a spiritual quest that goes through many stages, includes possibly jumping down a pit, and people being frustrated that they had to agree to start the quest and it being buggy and very hard to progress at certain points and people getting stuck. This may very well be it, and perhaps we should have gained a little more spirituality before coming here. Also, that looks like a shortcut to get back into this chamber. How many of you were here?
You could try counting. I grew tired of that long ago. We slaughtered one another until, after countless hours, I awoke from the frenzy, only to find there was nobody left to kill. Poor Alice and Edan.
Alice and Edan?
Those were the last two I killed. Those two I remember most clearly. Their bodies lie somewhere over there. It's staggering, isn't it? How many good lives have been wasted in this wretched place? Perhaps we should finish our conversation. There's no point in dragging it out anymore. If I could ask you one thing, try. Just try. I truly wish to leave this place for good.
Does he think that... Oh. Oh, that's harsh. Okay. Oh, mate, you are shit at this. We may have granted his wish. Chestplate and faceplate of the last man, although his head still looks... Yeah, it's opened. I was going to say most of these bodies do not appear to have died in battle. This one looks more... No, from this angle it doesn't. Okay. Well, the way is open, and I do not feel proud for what I have done. Parrying sword +1. Again, it's comparing to the bloody shield, and I really wish they would fix that. Increases melee damage by 3%. Okay, well, we're still a way off 8 strength yet. Increases melee, so just a big damage boost. Okay. Now, I'm thinking that special move the spearmen do with a knockdown. I haven't worked out how to do that with a spear yet, or with a sword. Enemies seem to have access to it. It's something to do with like dodging while attacking or something. I haven't worked it out yet. I should probably slow to a walk. Although I'm expecting... Yeah. Oh, really? Is that it? Come on, then. Got it. Yeah, that's right. We should pick these roses for healing potions. And I should pay more attention to my surroundings. A great tree. And Notes on the Hall of Trials. Oh, great. The garden and the Hall of Trials must be intertwined, not just by the land or the place itself, but by something deeper. We must hope that those gathering in the Hall of Trials will endure. Pridwen has already noted the first signs of conflict, a bone of contention. How human of them. Perhaps we need it. We've been sitting too deep within our own minds for far too long. Ooh. That looks like I can mine it. So we came in by that path. Yes. That didn't sound like you, little buddy. And I can. I suspect this is no tree of the 9 worlds, but it is symbolic. Oh!
The sealed gate! The sealed gate! The children of the garden cry!
Well, we have encountered the children of the garden. There's a way under the tree. Excellent. But I just want to scout out first. It is possible that any of these things could be useful for us in the trials to come. It's also possible that I will forget where I obtained these items. No. This is very well illuminated. Notes on decay and creation. The soil whispers as we shape it, yet the whispers speak not of life, but of decay. Our decay. The decay of our minds, our paradigm, and everything we knew until this point. Now we try to create a sanctuary, a place where our knowledge might bloom once more, yet all we have unearthed are the roots of our own despair. The more we dig, the more we bury ourselves beneath the weight of our questions. What are we? If not creatures destined to unravel beneath the very answers we seek, I think we need something else. Maybe someone from the outside. Oh, King. Protect me. If this is where people come to regain the Red Death as an affliction, then perhaps my curiosity has gained the better of me. Huh. I cannot be sure if it was months, years, or decades. The time has blurred beyond recognition. But what did happen, undeniably, was the slaughter. I'm not sure what we were expecting. Mallory remained alone in the Hall of Trials. The gates did not open. For some reason we cannot force them. The garden has taken control of us. Sage Dunaran has just let go of his humanity, leaving himself hollow. I believe we met him down below. Is this the fate that awaits us all? Humanity's greatest flaw is its endless yearning for meaning where none exists. Mandrake root. Wolfsbane. Let's see if we can get this open. Yep, just go the other direction apparently. Mistbearer horn. I'm trying to... It's not letting me know more about Mistbearers. I was hoping I would. Druid's friend. Ah, the potion. I see. That is the passage through which we approached this chamber. Magical Fool Tonic. Yeah. We may need to make use of these. Causes Berserk. Probably shouldn't drink that. Grants mana shield for a certain period of time. Unspecified. Loving Witch... I mean, I'm sensing a theme here. This is a very magical location. Many of the things we would use to create magical mana potions, maybe poison a little as well. That's not ideal. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. The Windows key is right next to the control key. The king is dead. He should be. That would be the natural order of things. But now each stone we place in this garden reflects a truth we are unwilling to face. This ugly thing that happened has shattered the fragile shell of our beliefs, exposing the raw, festering wound of our ignorance. We claimed to understand humanity, but now I wonder, are we not simply echoes of a lost purpose, desperately clinging to illusions of meaning? We must discover our understanding. We must rediscover our understanding of our place in this world. I can only hope, but after I'm finished here, the king will have something to say about it all. Oh, a druid's wish gem. Druid's friend. Now we've come across druid's wish gems before. Okay, it's a amulet. Got it. And we know what that is. We read that. So, from our ascent here, we have gained some insight into the manner of madness we met. Wait, what's this? Humanity is a burden, not a gift. The seekers enter with hope, but I wonder, can they retain what they seek? With each passing week, more of them arrive. Alice, Mallory, Samuel, Balak. It's fascinating to observe them. Fascinating to know that some strange yearning for something more has drawn them to our hidden place. Now that's interesting, because some of the notes here implied Mallory stayed behind at the entrance and the rest had come in here. Almost as if those ones come in after we open the gate and we're experiencing time in a non-linear manner. Oh, this can't be good.
The sealed gate. The sealed gate. The children of the garden cry.
It would be nice to imagine that the children of the garden are flowers. This may not be the case. So what kind of garden do we imagine this is? If the things that are planted here are dead bodies, then the things, there may be worms and maggots and things that feed on them, and they could have become the children of the garden. Now, you have... Oh! Ah, right. So, get whacked. I think we now have an answer. We've encountered strange flesh related to the children of the garden. Maragast Eye, we found that on the sort of weird plasm, I think it is. This looks like it will not open until we have... Requires Pridwen's seal. I am not surprised. And I imagine that to obtain that, we will need to press on into the garden. And this garden seems like a very twisted place. Must admit, I'm also thinking of the Flower Knight from Kingdom Death. With all these pretty flowers. More magical things. I'm backing out to alter the angle of my approach. Now, you lot. Oh really? You have flame? Well, not for long you don't. Now, let's keep at it. You hollow as well? You are.
The sealed gate. The sealed gate. The children of the garden cry.
Okay, now I suspect we should not open the sealed gate because the children of the garden will rush in and destroy what is behind it. Or there are children of the garden locked away behind the sealed gate crying for release. And if the Marrow-ghasts we are encountering are any indication as to what the children of the garden may be like in nature, it cannot end well. Let's go up first, see if we can get a better... Shit, that looks bad. Pridwen, of course. Can we just leave you with your nasty looking ginormous spear and go defeat those hostile creatures we sense at this location first? Right, was that it? Flame resin, eh? I have a sneaking suspicion that will become rather relevant soon.
What a grim moment this is. I had hoped that poor wretch, Mallory, would be the last unfortunate trapped by the farce we created.
Who are you?
Of course, I should feel obliged to greet you at the very beginning. My name is Feeble, and I am the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator.
Why did Mallory attack me?
I believe the wretch named Mallory deeply hoped that you would be the one to end his life, and he was not mistaken. After all his waiting, something he hoped for finally came to pass.
What is this place?
I know what this place used to be, but now the garden is tainted, like all of us. I assume this is the answer to the meaning we've been searching for.
The taint?
The first resurrection of Arthur shattered our understanding of the eternal cycle. It was beyond our comprehension. We needed to take a step back, and for that we needed a place of peace. The idea of a garden reminded us of the quiet murmur, and so we created the garden. We really believed that we could reinvent humanity in a world like that.
Tell me more about the first resurrection of the king. I'm sure he'd be interested to hear it.
Unthinkable. Even now, after so many years, the king was dragged back to the land of the living whenever humanity sought its legendary protector. It turned out to be abuse. To take the memory of a life so precious and full of potential and turn it into a cruel mockery, step by step, over and over, leading it to its inevitable degradation.
You know, this is the kind of serious information we have been looking for a very long time. Did you find your answers?
Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have found the answers. The source of our doom is humanity itself. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy of our lives. That which makes us human is a hindrance that complicates everything. We never truly know what we are or the nature of our lives until we succumb to corruption. Whether it is born of madness or the wyrdness, the result remains the same. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. This place is like a terrifying mirror, and so it will remain, unless something is done to change it.
I sense you. Ooh, even more humanity required. Humanity leaves us vulnerable, for it is the very element through which we can succumb to corruption. I think that's what he's basically saying. You notice also, this headdress looks very much like a Roman helmet. We got the top here, the sort of brim, the sides very much so, and the faceplate has a very sort of Greco-Roman style to it. Also, this mirrors the horizontal officer plume, not the front to back officer plume. Both existed for different ranks. Is there anything that can be done?
What has already happened cannot be undone. There is only one thing left to do, to bring it to an end.
How can that be done?
There is a sealed gate. Beyond it lies something that must be destroyed. Whether to face this terror or not, the choice is yours. If you consider that to be your path, then here, take the seal.
I wanted to be sure he was speaking about the garden down here and not about Arthur, who may yet, if he can regain more parts of his soul, he may be able to become more of his old self and fix the harm that has been done, the fragmentation, the degradation. What exactly lies beyond the gate?
Abomination born from a futile and wasted life. The child of our vain pursuits.
Oh, the humanity they sought to create.
I am so tired. The flower grows heavier with each passing moment.
Oh, the flower on his back. I see. Well, I feel honor compelled to... I should have asked what would happen if I did nothing. I feel I must cleanse this mistake. Cleanse the world of the mistake that has been made here. Oh, this is a lot of blood on the floor. That can't be good. Hey there, little Quirko. How are you feeling about this? You don't have a clue what's going on, do you? Well, I'll just have to do the best I can, then go back to Lady Alyssa and hope she can ease my conscience afterwards. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Oh, that's really bad. I don't like that. Looks like seams. Right. Here's what we do. Blood trinket. For the next 6 seconds restores 100 health whenever you can. Nope. We're not doing that. We are going to the fire one, right? Oh. Okay. Pretty good here. Quirko, you alright? You're kind of throat deep in that stuff. Should I take these? I probably shouldn't question it too much. I should also probably not look too closely. There is a passage at the back. That is probably the only thing down here. And I'd like to return to the druid. But I desire to explore to the end of this hallway. This spiral staircase is designed for defenders at the bottom, attackers coming down from the top. Wait, is this going to take me out to the surface somewhere? Okay, that looks like a... not really a point of no return, but... I feel... I should... he probably knows already. But I feel I should go and let the druid know the deed has finally been done after all these years. And he will say, no, there's like 3 of them back there and you only defeated the first one or something. Let's not go there. Okay. I hope what I've done is... I'm not sure it can really be called a heroic thing. Noble, perhaps. Heroic? Not necessarily. I'd lean more towards noble than heroic at this point. Is he still alive? Has he crumbled to dust or something? No, he's still alive. Okay.
You have returned. You
Yes.
reek of blood. You reek of purification.
Sorry about that.
You've killed our child and set the fate of the garden on a new path. So, peace will come sooner.
Oh, you're not going to attack me, are you?
Now, at last, I shall have quiet and slumber. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty and die as it was always
The
meant to.
flower on his back.
Thank you, Seeker.
Oh. And as I suspected, we get the spear. The winged spear. Is it two-handed? It is two-handed, I thought so. Increases physical damage by 100% when below 50% maximum mana. Now, how could I achieve that without spellcasting? So the Cursed Blade increases lifesteal by 2%. Would need a lot of... it's around the same base damage level as the Old Steel Mace, bizarrely. And the Blood-Tainted Shell is an armor relic, restores 10 health after killing an enemy. Which means we could potentially swap to a different main weapon. Maybe put that on gloves. For the Dueling Knight gloves, that does seem very reasonable. I could go back out the way I have came, but I feel an urge. I didn't have to return. I'm glad I did. I have been rewarded. I feel an urge to depart by this route. I think I know where this is taking me. I think this... No, wait, no, because we've been out to the balconies around the top of that room already. You know, this is a pretty bleak location. It paints a very unpleasant picture. A less heroic individual could become depressed, forsaken even at this point. Life transfusion. Wait. So it's a... The icon looks different with a streak of blood through it. Blood transfusion. Life transfusion. Requires 5 spirituality and endurance as opposed to this, which requires just 1 of each. So, starting spell. Shoots spiritual continues to drain. So it's just a more powerful version, right? 3 to 4, 5, 7 to 9, 10. So yes, 6 and 15. Yeah, so basically twice as powerful, right? Interesting. And presumably... You remember when I was standing there by the gate, looked up over here and said, this here looks like a way of returning? Seems I was correct. It's right there. Let's get out of here, swim out of the Blood Lake, and maybe go looking for Bromar No-Face. And hopefully never come here again, and try not to dwell too much. Now we're going to be underwater and under blood and drowning. Or will it have been transformed back to normal water? That would be a really nice touch. But no, it's blood. It's blood. Can we get up? Oh, thank goodness. Maybe the undead will rise from the lake less often now. Or not at all. Blech. Let's get back out on dry land, shake ourselves off, and drip our way back to somewhere where we can take our armor off and give it a jolly good clean. Otherwise it'll get really rusty from all this blood. You know what seems like a good place to do that? The Horns of the South. But it's really early in the morning. If we do pop back there, we can stash some of these. At least those 2. And check what they require for upgrades. Woo. And we can presume we clean our equipment while we're at the keep as well. Then I think we will head off. Ooh. If we're going to go for the Brigand, then we might as well go through the graveyard to pass by Lady Alyssa's on the way there. It's a bit of a somewhat roundabout route. It's not quite the most direct. And we may be able to mine some meteoric metal near the graveyard. We haven't fought any brigands, so we're just going straight up here to the upgrade station. Just normal iron, same as the meteoric iron mace. I wonder how many upgrades would be required to get to 3% lifesteal, and we have plenty of iron to find out. Also iron for the winged spear. Not for these though, so that's good to know.
You're doing it.
Now then. I'm going to hold on to successful parries, which are virtually impossible, deplete 105% more of the attacker's stamina. Again, it just is way too difficult for me. Okay, but we are close to level 29. At this point, I am starting to believe that the blue giant that comes at night is waiting until we have interacted with Excalibur. Because from level 20 onwards, especially level 25, his appearances became far more frequent. Can I just put that in the stash? I wonder if we'll get a higher level version of this with the blood flow through it. I mean, these don't weigh anything. I will put these in the stash. Really tempted to put... Okay, what do we got? Lifesteal. Healing. Regenerates a lot of... If we had something that would reduce mana, just drain it regularly. So why do we want to go into the temple of the All-Mother? We need to take all 3 All-Mother's Mercy amulets to a shrine or altar within the temple of the All-Mother. And we have a strong indication that the captain of the shipwreck dragged some kind of treasure to caves which appear to be within the temple or only accessible from within the temple. And I have a sneaky suspicion that entering the temple will be a main storyline thing. The captain will tell us to go there. The captain also wants this dodgy deal with Orla. Orla wants us to go and destroy a trapdoor that is blocking some kind of cellar or something, which is part of some plan the captain is up to. And whatever it is, if we go visit the captain and he says I can't help you till you've done the thing for Orla because that's part of my plan, whatever it is down there that he wants, or it's a secret hiding place he intends to use, in which case why blow up? There's probably more secret places. Whatever is down there that he wants, I feel it's not necessarily something he should get. Also, no memories for the king to share with us after what we've just gone through. So it seems he shares memories, but not insight or opinions. Where are you, monster? Oh, still not replenished, I see. Ugh. I mean, it would be very nice, but it's just not happening. That hopefully means the corpse eater has not returned and we can just run straight through here. And that also the brigands here have also not been replenished just yet. Let's go see her ladyship and talk about a number of our recent experiences. And then we'll head out to slay the mightiest brigand of them all. I also believe that... Oh, shit. I meant to do something before going inside. Let's hope it doesn't cause a massive issue. Yeah, take this off. Take this off because it's really big and spiky. There we go. Hello, Alyssa. I've missed you.
A visit from you always lifts my spirits, and since I do so enjoy spoiling you, take this.
Why, thank you. Nobleman's boots. Excellent. We may periodically get to return to her. +2. Nice. Okay. So we'll spend some time with her, it will be pleasant, and then we'll go back outside again. Look, this game is doing a minute a second. It's got time advancing at double the rate it does in Skyrim, which does 1 minute every 2 seconds. So Skyrim is a 1 to 30 time scale, this game is a 1 to 60 time scale. We're gonna kill a bad man, and it's gonna hurt. But it's gonna hurt him a hell of a lot more than it hurts us. And if we're gonna kill a bad man, we might get to start using this. I suspect that if the meteoric iron by the graveyard has not returned, then the meteoric iron around the grave of the good druid has also not been replenished. Because I can't... Well, no, the first one maybe. The second one inside, I'm not sure. Well, they're both inside, aren't they? But I can at least rush over there and find out for myself. Before I go hunting the bad man. I should probably hunt him first. Because... And bear with me on this. If I go into the tomb with the good druid during the night time, it won't matter so much. If I'm fighting him out here in the night time, in the area where the nastier weird creatures have begun to assault us, then we want to be a bit more careful. Can we interact with this? We cannot. It was a nice idea. So then, because we can go back in there at night time and the weirdness will be outside, it won't follow us in. Now that would be interesting if it did. There are many deer here. I don't fancy trying to do the stag father thing. I do not feel up to the challenge. I think at some point I will gain the ability to do what needs to be done there, but for now, I don't have it in me. Red caps, I see. More of them. And a shrine. Well then. Don't worry, little podder. We'll get you out of here soon enough. More red caps. Not for much longer, say I. A shrine that looks messed up. Shrine of Bear. If it needs things I don't have with me, I'll just have to, well, pick all these up for starters, because they might be just right beside it if I have my doubts. Make an offering of animal parts to get 5% physical damage and free bear claws. Oh, give free bear claws. Okay, well, I now hit hard like a bear. Apparently. Our physical damage is now at 158%, which is great. And we are very close to the villainous knave known as Bromar No Face. We should almost... that's probably him right there. No, it's one of these statues. And there are red caps, and why are they here? Okay, just keep hitting the shield. What's that blue thing? It looks suspicious. We have again many of these evil-looking child statues. Some of them cannot bring themselves to look upon what has happened to the world. More cobwebs, which is almost exactly what this looks like. There's another waypoint there. Yeah, looks like we're definitely gonna have to double back. Oh, hello. Wait, that's an ogre, as well as a flame gobbler. Bloody hell, Quirko, you almost had me thinking I was under attack there. Be careful, little podder. Not that I can actually... There... That looks like him. Looks like this one may be alone. And that icon looks fairly potent, so...
Someone's out there!
About that. Okay.
I'm not beaten yet!
Okay.
This is my lucky day! You're no match for our bear!
Well, about that. Mate, you're killing yourself.
We'll make short work of you! Your road ends here!
As does yours, friend. The perfect ring for a warrior. We'll see about that. Ravencrest Executioner, probably quite nasty. Also, presumably one-handed, as he was using it with one hand. Increases physical damage by 5%. Is that really... I mean, I think Ring of Toughness is a much better ring for a warrior. Okay. One-handed, 10 strength. Attacks against targets at full health are always critical and ignores enemy blocks. Okay, that explains why he was able to do so much damage to us. Also, damn it, we're not quite there. I suspect we can overburden ourselves now and have a hard time getting back before nightfall. Okay, medium. Give it a try. I was trying to rotate the spacebar there for a minute, like some kind of idiot who didn't know what he was doing and ignored the words on the bottom of the screen. This pair of gates looks like another way into Kuanacht. I should probably not go there. Do I fancy fighting another ogre with a flame goblin nearby? Not particularly. It might be nice to do it while I'm up here, and would probably help me level, actually. There's a lot of dodging involved with the ogres, isn't there? Kind of talking myself into it at this point. Shouldn't do that. Not unless I mean it. Hello up there? And if there's a lot of dodging, I could use my two-handed sword. And it would be nice to get that waypoint, or at least know what it's called. Especially hey, what hit me there? I think it was just the ogre. Oh, okay, I'll let him have that one. Thought I could take it. Oh god, he's still standing. There we go. And this is called what now? Ancient Cave. I imagine that's the cave right up there. And there's the entrance cave back there. I don't particularly feel... Ooh, that's a cliff overlooking that little village, isn't it? You know what, I'm here now. Let's use that potion. Don't drink that by accident. I'm going to put that in there instead. Right, what do we got here? Volcanic tree bow. Oh, just burn stuff. Makes sense with the flame gobbler there. This also feels like a reason a location I may not have reason to visit just yet. Oh wow. Yeah, this feels like I should find a good reason to come here. Mistbearer's Den. No. No. I do not feel this would be a good idea to enter such a location. I see wolf. Probably just a second wolf, to be honest. 2 wolves. We don't need 2 wolves that much. Let us hurry away from this place and all these strange, watching, large-headed, diminutive creatures. That looked momentarily as if I could mine it. This I absolutely can, however. As the watchful eyes bear down upon me. And just bit of that one. Doesn't seem to be looking at me so much. Okay. Should probably go back the other way to be closer to the tomb. But I'm here now. Huh. Oh, that's back. Okay. Well, we can do that. Not sure we need that many more cobwebs at the moment, but it's always useful to have them, and we were in the area anyway. I think after this, we go spend the night at Lady Alyssa's, then head back to the Horns and ask to see the captain in the next episode. We must have done enough to get on the quartermaster's good side by this point. I mean, it's a nice theory. I suppose we'll get to see how it plays out in practice. Right, there should be 2 in here. I'm not sure they will both be ready. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We'll have to go under this bridge to get over it. Tell you that for nothing. This has returned. And I believe there's one more further in. Can't remember exactly where now, as it's been a few episodes. Oh, possibly more than one more. Because I think up here, by the ledge, somewhere up here. Oh no, that's copper. And there's nothing here. Okay, so we don't need to go all the way through the tomb. Just to that central area. And by this point, it's probably getting dark outside. Yep. As predicted. The plan is to go to Lady Alyssa's, and I don't particularly intend to deviate from that too much. When that thing finally comes for us, we'd better be ready. And I don't feel very ready just yet. Can I take just for one of you, please? I don't think that's just one. Okay. There's absolutely another one over there, and it may not let us safely cross the bridge. But we must make the attempt. Whoa, didn't see that one at all. That must be the undead creature. that is the sound of the washing machine finishing, so I'll have to go deal with that soon after dealing with these. And again, please, game. Thank you. You know what? Yes. Leveling up would be a really good idea now. But I wanted to go and spend the night with my paramour. So let us make haste across this bridge. I would not wish to be accosted upon it. On either side? Fair enough. I should go and tend to the washing machine now. One moment. That's dealt with. Let's press on. There we go. They do seem to haunt the places where I have slain monsters or foes. That one there, and there over there as well. There should be two, one for each of the two skeletons. Maybe the other one's just too far away. But it's definitely some after effect of our actions. There's also the ones who don't seem to be the direct result of our killings. And I've also noted that the respawn rate on enemies also sometimes seems to depend on if we kill the weird creatures in their absence that have taken their place. The Weird Stalker, or whatever we choose to call him, doesn't seem to have followed us very much tonight. A fact for which I can presumably be grateful. Also, the garden seems a little safer. We haven't had weird foes appearing up here. Now, it's possible the ones who did appear up here are to do with the brigands we had to originally kill to clear this place out, and because they haven't been respawning, the weird creatures here haven't been respawning very much. Let's take off our hat and coat, or rather helmet and cloak, and head inside. Watch as like level 52 weird Alyssa boss monster mutant jumps us and murders us to bits. Fortunately, that doesn't seem to happen. The weirdness only seems to happen outside. I don't know if we'll be able to say we missed her again, or if this really is the last of everything. Would be nice if that was part of our stash, but that's okay. The furniture we can buy, can we put it in here? Or can we only do that in the hovel we can purchase down in the immigrant village? Would be nice if we could dress it up and invite some of them to go and live in it. Or like turn it into a bit of a hostel. Let's get some rest. You'll notice I haven't leveled yet. Because I haven't fully decided if I'm going strength or practicality this level. Probably am just going strength this level though. The practicality is very tempting, mind you. I've got a horrible feeling if I'm going strength it might be a two-handed option this level. Thing is, I do need to boost my 200 weapon skill, which means I'm using a shield less, taking a lot more damage. And my current shield is very, very usable. If I go this way and fight the brigands, will I be over encumbered? Would it be easier to go through the shit he's back? Well, that didn't take long, did it? You know what that means, though? It may mean...
You disturb my peace.
Wow.
Blow for blow!
Come on, shoot at me.
Back to your hovel, coward!
Keep shooting.
I'll strike you down!
See, now I've been fighting brigands. And I should be able to mine the meteoric iron from the other side of the graveyard and make some upgrades to equipment. Actually, I've got an idea or two about that. Nothing too innovative. But I did say I wanted to, you know, try the full set. So, dueling breastplate, it may very well be. I'm not going to dig out this because I probably don't need it and it will weigh me down. I do see the Grindelow. I hope it doesn't see me. Or, look, it seems to have its back turned. I'll just keep on moving. I can tangle with it later if I must. Man, I remember early on in early access, like around level 2 or 3, when Grindelows were the bane of any existing character. You needed to get a few levels before you could handle them. I'm not sure the brigands down there reset so quickly. So at that point, after defeating them, then moving on to the Grindelows. Well, not defeating all of them because Rusty Art got the Fingerless Colm was just a nightmare. Right, lady, let us trade. I haven't put that in my stash. I absolutely should do that. I'll put these in my stash though, they're a present. I should keep them for now. If I ever get really short of money, okay, I can always sell her presents. But that would be pretty harsh. Armor. This thing. Let's go 1, 2. Okay. Now, gloves are at 4 already. Boots are at 3. Make that 4. Trousers then? Yes. Trousers at 3, helmet's already at 3. So 4, 4, 3, free. Free. So this will increase attack speed when health is low, increases maximum stamina, yeah. It's the cost reduction that's good. Right. Oh, we can do one more. The sword is going to need 1. Truly now. Interesting. There we go then. Oh, but we're not done. Not by a long chalk. This is going to turn pretty nasty in a moment or two. So, we are taking this out. Admittedly, there's going to be an armor hit. And now we truly dress like Sir Abigor. We can always switch back to our knight armor set at some point. And at some point we probably will. The thing is, when I do, it's likely to feel rather underwhelming compared to the new set because it'll be a somewhat different style. Think of it as, let's just get these out and put them in here. Because they won't have the relics. Right, so I'll need to remember that this used to be in there. So now, for example, I go look at this and say, oh look, well it's 2 more points of armor, but the rest. So this is recovery, this is juggling yo-yo, right? This is a gradual recovery, this is a bouncing up and down with excitement recovery. Our armor is now down to 46 point, down from like 51 or something maybe. We can actually compare them all, right? So we have lower armor but a significantly higher damage output, essentially. We shall put this away, then compare. So, helmet. Same armor. Higher stamina costs overall. No maximum stamina increase. Right? 9 maximum stamina, 14% stamina cost change. Here, 2 extra armor. Oh, but 1 extra armor because it's only +3, not +4. So 1 extra armor, faster recovery from overexertion. So this is now 24 extra maximum stamina, but we're losing it on the boots and gloves and everything, aren't we? Increase attack speed when low. 1 extra armor on the new gloves. No 11 stamina, so that 24 goes down to 13, right? Critical hits restore 10 stamina, and with the boost from the other pieces, I think it's for trousers, and the straight up melee damage increase. Another 3 stamina here, so that 13 goes down to 10, and then with the boots goes down to 9. So Yeah. So in theory we're down 13 stamina from what we used to be, but with significant boosts to other aspects of our combat capabilities. Now, I have these to put away. Lovely. And a level to enjoy. Let us hope nothing too bad happens after this. But anyway, so I think we are going strength, which will get us, you know, a bit more stamina, a bit more damage. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Increases critical hit chance for consecutive hits, so we would be crit stacking. Freehand, no. 2 weapons, this is all 2 weapon stuff. 5% chance to stun, could go up to 15. But reduces stamina cost for consecutive hits. We should definitely do that. Increased chances to each consecutive one-handed hit to restore stamina by... Yeah, we definitely need that as well. So, wait, how much stamina? Restore full stamina. Oh, we really need to be going that way. There we go. Lovely stuff. And now, technically, we qualify for this. Significantly less damage, even though it's showing the wrong 100% more damage for enemies below 25% maximum stamina, and our attacks are reducing the enemy's stamina, and we can stack that a bit more. Not every enemy has stamina. Undead don't use... Oh, we should put that away for starters, right. Let's definitely tidy up our pack a little. So we're putting this away. This also away, as we don't qualify for it yet. It's still comparing to the bloody shield, I know. It's almost as much damage unenhanced as this. Oh... I mean, always critical only really matters for the first hit. Ignores enemy blocks. Quite useful. Oh, and you know what? Let's put that away as well while we're at it. It's nowhere near as powerful. And if we ever get that 4th point of dexterity, which we inevitably will at this point, then the thunderous burst effect from this bow could be very potent indeed. But now, we want to compare over here. So. These swords both look very red, don't they? And they could also be enhanced. This is around... They're around the same damage level as... Okay, no they're not. They're a little bit lower than the old steel mace in terms of general damage level. That 2% lifesteal may increase with significant enhancements. In terms of requirements, they're mainly both going to... Oh, that's strength and dexterity. That's more pure strength. In terms of scaling. Right. 9 strength. We're not there yet. But compared to what we're using, I'm going to take this out. Because I think 41 to 48... Yeah. We're essentially got significantly better already, right? we can safely sell that now. Maybe look at it in our hand briefly, but yeah. Alright. And then, I suppose I want to see if I can find suitable justification. Okay, let's at least see what it looks like first. Okay. Nope, we don't get a look at it without swinging it. Looks nice and clean though, unlike the rusty and mouldy ones that we've had. Let's go like this. That is a very, very vibrant glow. Probably good in dark places, to be honest. Actually, that'd be really good in boss fights. Double damage when they're at low health, because by that point I'd probably be so battered and low on healing resources that it's probably good to just start hitting really hard to try and get a finish on there. So we'll sell this. Hang on to all these. All this lot. Okay, there we go. No, no. And then I probably really should end the episode. Alright, so I'm going to end the episode here so that I can keep an eye on those metal panels on the wall when the graphics load in next time I load a save. And also the awning opposite over the doorway, you know, the tree. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.